Game on.
What to review next? What to review next? Oh. Let's have a look at Rolling Thunder from MyArcade. Hi everybody, thank you for joining me on today's edition of Glen's Retro Show. Today I'm going to take a look at the Rolling Thunder minigame from MyArcade. Okay, here's a new release from MyArcade. It's the Rolling Thunder Microplayer Retrocade. And we can see once again, they did a pretty faithful rendition of the artwork for Rolling Thunder here on the front. And their typical large display here, you can see the console on the inside. And again, they did a nice job. Now, I'm going to be 100% honest here. Like Bubble Bobble, I don't think I ever played. Unlike Bubble Bobble, I played a little bit of it. I've never played Rolling Thunder. But a lot of people in the forum seem to really be excited about this one. And once again, this is an NES port of the game. But you can see the artwork on here and the nice job they've done. Again, on the Microcade on the inside. I am pretty much a fan of their box style here. It's very easy to see the console on the inside. Good artwork on the outside. Good paper stock. It's got a nice shine to it. And again, they give game history here. And then on the back itself, we have just basically, tells you again, like on the other units, it's a removable joystick, full color display, and just some basic features about the game. Again, it runs on 4 AA batteries, but unlike other systems on the market, this does not have a demo mode on display. There's no batteries installed. But the nice thing about these is, if you don't have 4 AA batteries, you can use a cell phone 5-volt charger to power this. And as well as having an adjustable volume, it does have a headphone out jack. So you can plug it in some headphones or plug it into your home stereo and really crank up the tunes. So that's really it for the back of the box and the whole box itself. So let's go in here and take the machine out of its box. Get this thing open over here. There we go. And again, on the inside here, we'll have, I'll start with this one first, is the manual for the game Rolling Thunder. It's a good paper stock, like their other machines. But again, as thick as this guy is here, and it is pretty thick, I'll show it all like that. Even though it's as thick as it is, it's really just multiple languages here. There's not a lot of information in here, other than some basic stuff about where everything is, which is pretty self-explanatory. It shows you how to take out the joystick. That's really pretty much it. It shows you how to put in the batteries. So again, I'm a little disappointed in the manual this big. I wish they would put in some history about the game in here, but they don't do that. So that's, again, not too much to tell about that. And once again, they have a full display here of all their different micro arcades that they sell. Open this thing up right here. Whoops. There we go. And that means it's kind of nice. If you wanted to put this in on your wall, show all the different styles on here. It doesn't look too bad. It kind of reminds me of the old NES when you first got the Nintendo when Rob was out there. They gave you a poster with all the different games on it, so that's kind of nice. Let's get this thing out of the box. And once again, they do protect it fairly well. There is a protective cover up here, and then we can pull out our micro arcade right here, like so. And let's put this thing down for a second, move this box out of the way. And again, it's a standard design they've been doing here. There's not too much different about it. The plastic, again, is a good solid plastic. I mean, it feels solid in your hands. It doesn't feel cheap at all. Some nice rubber feet here on the bottom. The machine doesn't want to slide around. It sticks pretty well. The decals, once again, I'm always a fan of their decals. They have a nice gloss on them. They feel like a heavy stock, almost like a plastic. They're probably not, but the decals are very, very nice. The joystick, this is removable. You can unturn it. If you want to use it more like an NES pad, it is an NES ROM, so I can understand why you might want to do that. But I do like playing with the joystick, and it's easy to lose these, so I kind of keep it in the machine itself. There's a reset button, a start button, jump and shoot. And again, the buttons, they feel pretty good, and the joystick does as well. And for the most of these, the controls have been fairly good. They don't feel like they're too mushy. Down here, we have a fake coin door that does light up the 2 coin slots. And I've said it before and I'll say it again, that is nice to do it there. I would rather have the marquee up here light up, which it does not, but it is a nice decal. And just a plain black decal up top. I'm going to turn over to the side here, and I'll come a little closer. The artwork, again, is very, very nice. It's by Bandai Namco, the game. And again, I've never played Rolling Thunder ever. This will be my first time playing it. And we'll get a little closer here to the control panel. Again, very nice decal all the way around. So it's a display piece alone. It's going to be pretty nice. And again, they do a very good job here. The decal is fitting on properly. It's not air bubbles behind it. It sticks on very, very well, and it feels good to touch. Now on the back of the machine here, we do have a headphone jack up top, positive and negative volume. There's off, medium, and high. There's our speaker. We do have a micro USB jack down here, which is kind of nice. You have a cell phone charger, you can run it off of that. Fortunately, no screw here, but it looks like there's an option. They may put a screw in there at some point. And there are 4 AA batteries. I am going to use a micro USB charger to run this. So that's really it. The last thing we need to do is, of course, peel off our fake gameplay here, since you can't have a demo mode, to give you a little picture of it. And again, I'm going to peel this little guy off right here like so. And like all the other ones I have, I always tend to store it on the plastic here. It's just kind of what I do. Don't ask me why. Weird that way, I guess. And so I'm going to get a little micro USB charger and turn this thing on. Now I will notice right away on this particular one, there's some fingerprints, and it looks like they might be behind the display. Let me do a little wipe over here. Okay, so on this one right here, I don't know if you can see it on the camera, but there are actually 2 spots on the display from behind that I'll probably have to open this whole machine up to get this out. And that won't be super easy, I don't think, because the way the decals are on, I think there's some screws behind here. So that's going to be kind of annoying, having those 2 spots back there. It's going to bug me. You may not see it when the screen's on. Be sure as heck to see it when the screen's off. So that's one of the things on quality control. Someone's finger obviously touched that during the production run. So let me get my USB charger, and we'll turn this little guy on. Okay, like I stated before, on the back of the unit, there is a 5-volt micro USB charger, which I happen to have right here from a cell phone. Going to plug that in like so. And then we shall turn it around and we will turn it on. Now the on-off button, like on all the other units in this series, is back here. We'll press this in. It lights up. And you really cannot see the fingerprints on the display when it's on. You can see right there, the screen looks fine with it turned on. And again, on the back, we have volume control. That's the highest setting. And that's off. So, okay, so I've never played Rolling Thunder before, so I'm not too familiar with the game, but obviously I have a jump button and a shoot button and directions. So let's start this up. Looks like you could start a new game or put in a password. I don't know any passwords, so I'm going to go to new game. And I guess you got to press the start button here. Here we go. I will say that the screen is very crisp. There's no interference lines of any kind. It looks like I can jump, shoot. There's no auto fire, so I got to press the button to shoot. I can turn left or right. I can kneel down, but there's no up that way. It's a jump button. Okay, but you can't shoot up. Oh, but I could. Ooh, I didn't know I could do that. Okay, I jumped up nice and high. There's a platform there. Oh, okay. You press forward and you go inside the doors. Except there's nothing in there, I guess. Is there a pause? You can pause the game. And since it's paused, I will get a closer shot of the screen so you guys can kind of see that a little bit better. Okay, so I'll go back to the game. Okay, so if you press up on the joystick when you jump, you'll do a high jump. There's a regular jump, there's a high jump. Okay. Got it. Things you learn. Man, but they get you so easily. The sound sounds good too. There's no interference. I'm always going to bring up that Galaga MyArcade where the sound was really horrid. But the sound here is very, very good. It's clean. It's definitely loud enough. I wouldn't mind it being a little bit louder, but I think I'm on the highest setting. I'll double check. Yeah, that's the highest setting. So for me, it's loud enough. Oh, you could jump down too. Oh, look at that. Okay. But I don't know, you can go in these doors, you come right back out. I guess there's no reason for me to go in that door at this point. Oh. Take that, you. Game over. I'm going to continue, because I like to try and make it to the end of at least one level. So leave some comments down below. Is this a game you guys played as a kid on the NES? Is it one of your favorite games? I do see a lot of people really excited that Rolling Thunder came out. But again, it's not something I played on the NES back in the day. Seems like a typical, side scroller. Except I die an awful lot. I'm going to get to the end of one level here, so help me. Oh, I guess I got my bullets resupplied there. Okay, so some doors do something. Okay, I'm going for it. Take that. Yeah, my bullets got up to 76. Very nice. Okay, these other guys attack me look like Spider-Man in the blue outfit. Being attacked by multiple Spider-Men. I never thought Peter Parker was evil. Oh, he's hanging out the door. That's not good. Oh, that was a cheap shot. Okay, I gotta do it one more. That was a cheap shot. He was waited by the door and killed me. That's not cool. That's not cool, Spider-Man. Take that, Spider-Man. Oh my goodness. So I will say, in playing this, the joystick has been very responsive. The button's been very responsive. I'm just playing it really badly. The machine feels nice. Again, the plastic is not like a very flexible plastic. It feels solid enough. The rubber feet are holding it in place just fine. But these Spider-Men, oh my goodness. How many radioactive spiders are around this place? Oh, 100. Nice. Got some life there. Nice. I know you guys are going to jump down. Come on, I know you're jumping down. Did I actually make it to the end of a stage? Oh my goodness. There we go. We'll go to end this time, and I'll give you some of my final thoughts of Rolling Thunder from MyArcade. So what's my final thoughts of the Rolling Thunder by MyArcade? Well, if I'm being honest, this particular game is not my cup of tea. It was kind of fun, but it's not something I normally would kind of play. I never had it on the NES, and I never even really knew much about it other than the title. But if you do like Rolling Thunder, you probably will like this version of it. Again, it is an NES port. It's not the arcade ROM. But the machine does look really, really nice. I mean, the artwork on here looks really, really good. The sound is really, really good. The controls felt fine. The joystick did everything it asked it to do. The buttons didn't feel mushy. None of the controls felt mushy. The display is very, very sharp and crisp. So, if you do like Rolling Thunder, you're probably really happy with this. I mean, I'm going to probably have it on just as a display piece, to be honest. But if you guys like this game, you probably will like this as well. So I want to thank you for spending some time with me today on my video about the MyArcade Rolling Thunder. If you did like the video, please like, share, subscribe, tell your friends, and no matter what game you have, just remember to game on.
Glen at the Tiny Arcade fan page. Remember, don't admire people too much. They'll disappoint you.
Sit, Blue Blue, sit. Good dog.